Please raise up your hand and I'll call you. Hello, can you all hear me? I need a response.
Sir, the line is breaking, so we hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Please, it's not all well clear.
Can you hear me now?
Somehow.
Hello, can you all hear me now?
Sir, please, somehow.
Hello, hello,
Sir,
can you
please,
all hear me now?
Sir,
handling.
are you driving, by the way?
He said,
Yes, sir.
Are you
We
driving?
can hear you.
so I'm saying
We can
that
hear
I'm
you,
giving
sir.
you a reading assignment. So I said, what have you read and then what deduction have you gotten out of it? I'm still not seeing anybody raising up their hand, so then I'll call. Yourself and talk.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
It seems like our natural network is not good and it's no longer on the line.
The network is jamming. This thing there is not helping us crowd.
Ebenezer.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, long time.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
center are you?
One point seven
Which
center.
center? He said,
Boas, 1.7. Boas center. Boas.
okay.
1.7. Dunkwa, nothing.
Dunkwa.
Dunkwa, yeah, central region.
Uh,
Yeah,
well, we thank God.
yeah.
I don't know
And
whether
you?
the lecture is still will still be going on today.
It's like today
We are tired of. I
today
forget
the
you.
network has been very bad.
Paco. 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 Hello. Hello, Paco. Yeah. Ah, onu fiara no gbogbo be nu ike na suro kwasira me raba yi na gbura ya manu demo. A network am do mo re, balere di go magbe. Hello. Yeah. Paco. Yes. Network e fuara na sala. Me biamba nu ke na suro ha. Ah, no ro ni ni so mucho. Enyi nwa. Ya so mucho. Unit unit 1 section 4 no.
Brother Gigpo. Bro,
Hello.
Gigpo. Yeah,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah.
I have this concern that I want to share with you.
Okay.
It's like you see, our time is limited. During the lectures, today I've observed that the questions are too much, and the lectures cannot uh, like use the small time they have to finish the lesson. So I'm raising a concern that like you should limit the questions. You should allow them to finish so that you have the question, then we ask because it seems that I'm not getting the lesson. Questions left and right.
My brother, you are on point. But the problem is uh, question because they are reading. So if we don't ask question, we will not understand the concept or what they are teaching. That's why we normally they are bombarded with questions.
If some of the question you haven't reached there, you haven't reached that session, and
That
therefore,
end. Oh, so those who are asking the question should think twice about that.
okay,
Mm.
all right, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Hey, please, what is going on? Oh, the page is quiet. What is going on? We can't hear anything.
Say we should recite the assignment given to us. So where have he end? Have he ended?
He said we should do what?
He said he gave us assignment to read a portion.
Uh,
So he was asking us to, but it was like his network is not all that good. That's why we are all quiet.
this is my first time joining, so I don't know what is going on.
Today, your first time, eh?
Yeah, this is my first time.
99 days for the thief man, 1 day for master.
Mm.
Mm,
So are you reading?
I throughout that time, I
Please,
don't have a successful
the
network. So,
models? Hello, do you have the models?
and they have both the online and the hard copy.
Both hard copy and soft copy.
Soft copy.
But do you have the soft copy?
No, I had a hard copy.
Ah. Hmm. So those who have the soft copy, kindly post it to the page so that we can also get it.
But please, we have forgotten what sir assignment was all about. So please, you people can remind us so that we can be ready. If he's back, we will take him on the tour.
In the afternoon.
Hello, Paco.
Yeah, you are welcome.
I think he told us to read on where we ended last week, but I
Yes,
can't recall what the assignment was about.
and the same applies to me because that time I found one thing about network. So I also don't get the portion that day. So, but I was
You see,
asking the group.
this thing when they want to give an assignment, it should be put on the platform. You see that sometimes you have a chain of classes. One another class, once a class ends, another ones follow like that. So maybe we just ended the class and you say go and read about this. It is not on the page that maybe you can make reference to. The another class falling, the lecturer also say go and read about this. Maybe by the close of the day when you have about 5 6 classes, then you may forget the beginning one or anything in that sort. It seems
Mm,
like the other day I was saying they should put it on the page for us so that if in it we can make reference to. And some of us we don't have the book, both the hard copy and the soft copy we don't have. So me right now when they are teaching, I'm only listening. You see, that is why when they are teaching, I try to ask questions to get my content at once. But others are also having problem with it that why are we asking questions now? You see.
mm, mm.
So, Paco, let's
Yes,
ask the class. Maybe some of us know what the assignment was about.
but all
Then
of
we
them are
discuss
quiet.
it.
All of them are quiet. I don't know their view. So I don't know why they are quiet too.
Hello, it's not like we acquired it too. The assignment given to us, even me myself, I can't recall because after this class, another lecturer gave us an assignment. We had like 3 or 4 assignments at a go. So it would be good when we one after the other keep assignments different. At least a reminder should be put on the page for us to be able to recall. I'm trying to check my daughter too. I can't remember. So please, if any of you has it, kindly send it. But it's not like maybe they are also trying to.
Right now we are about 50. So at least maybe one person can help. That's why we are just pleading that no, they should remind us about the assignment because right now Setu is not around. We can take this time to, I mean, to go over.
So if the lecturer is not currently around and we can't all record the assignment, it's better we go over what he taught us during the the period we had, what we had, the lecture we had, and then we are good to go. I can ended that it's very important of breastfeeding. I think in my daughter we had something like importance of breastfeeding a child. And then we went for recommendation for effective breastfeeding, something like that. And then we
Okay.
said we should go and read on nutrition and the young child, nutrition and the young child, something like that. And so that's where he said we should go and read on, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you for bringing your view. But as a group, any other suggestion?
Paco,
Yes.
Me,
let
I suggest let me call him on normal call that we are on the line waiting that we review the assignment he has given to us is on board so that if you can we discuss it.
You call him. Maybe because of network. Is
Let me call.
Paco,
because of network. That's why. But you call him on normal call so that the rest will gather here. Let's be contemplating on our decision,
All right.
the
Paco,
assignment. Yes.
let's read from where we ended, and maybe when he comes back, maybe it will fall under what we will be reading or something. Yeah.
That is what I
Okay.
was trying to say.
Okay. So right now, who will
Maybe
guide us?
okay, so me, I have the hard copy here with me. If you don't
Okay.
mind, somebody can project
But
them.
but please, me, I suggest let's go over the questions over there, so that through answering those questions, we remember everything he taught.
Sure, that's what I was also suggesting earlier.
In the first unit, The first question is explain the concept of nutrition.
Okay.
They mean what is nutrition all about, or the understanding we have from nutrition. So anybody can take the floor, or so the floor is open.
Mr. Kaden, you see, this thing we are coming to do right now is going to be some way if
No, it's just a suggestion. You raise your hand when you are
with
called, then
with
you
the
tackle the question. By the
yeah
time you get back, we will do something. Everybody will have idea of what he has taught, because people has have adjust the lesson, the previous one. So that's why we should take time and go over this again. So the ball is in your court. David,
So
David,
nutrition is
okay,
nutrition is about the nutrient that we get from food, food that we eat to
okay,
keep us active and give us energy for our daily task.
good. Uh, I say yeah.
Okay, so nutrition is how food fuels the body by taking nutrients and using them for growth and energy. Yeah, that's just maybe a simple definition, but we can go ahead to explain further. Is the assimilation by living organisms on food materials that enable them to grow and maintain themselves and reproduce.
Okay, please. Any scholar definition. Okay. The Cambridge Advanced Learners Dictionary. It defines nutrition as the process by which the body take in and use food. Hello, hello.
Yeah, Paco, we hear you.
Mm. So now let's take the next question. They say discuss the importance of nutrition in pregnancy. Discuss the importance of nutrition in pregnancy. Yeah, I say Sika and I say yeah, raise their hand. So one
okay.
of them to tackle the
Number
listen.
one, healthy eating in pregnancy helps to prevent excess weight gain during pregnancy, as well as the potential to improve pregnancy and birth outcome. So this is
Please come
when
again. State the point clear, please.
healthy eating
Yeah.
in pregnancy helps prevent excess weight gain during pregnancy, as well as the potential to improve pregnancy and birth outcome.
Thank you. Okay. I say
Yeah, hello.
yeah. Your point.
Okay, so eating a nutritious foods during pregnancy would fetal brain development,
Please
and it also reduces
position
the
yours.
risk of many.
Please position yourself and interpret the point again, because it was network.
Can you
Yeah.
Then it's from your side because I can hear you clearly.
Okay, then go on.
Yes. So eating nutritious diets during pregnancy helps in good fetal brain development, and it also reduces the risk of many childbirth defects
Okay, help in brain development, both the child and the mother, or
in the child,
okay. Thank you.
in the fetus.
Please, another point. Any other suggestion?
Okay. A balanced diet reduces the risk of anemia, as well as other unpleasant pregnancy symptoms such as fatigue and morning sickness.
Thank you.
Please, did you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we heard you.
Okay.
Okay,
So the next point
that
is,
is only 3 points.
so we have good nutrition can help balance mood swings and improve labor and delivering as well.
Improve labor. Okay.
So I think I have another one.
Any other point?
Yes, all of the fertile body system uses proteins as the major building block. Good source of protein are lean meat, fish, milk, and beans.
Okay.
And go back.
Okay, thank you. So right now we are to expatiate how the importance of breastfeeding to both the mother and the baby. So let's take baby first. How is nutrition important to a baby?
Breastfeeding or nutrition?
Breastfeeding. The first one we tackle importance of nutrition in pregnancy.
You said
Now,
nutrition, that's why I'm asking.
okay, breastfeeding. The second one,
Okay.
discuss the importance of breastfeeding to both mother and baby. So let's tackle baby first before we tackle the mother. At least three.
So with the baby, lower
Yabua,
respiratory. Hello, can
Sika,
you hear me?
you brought your view. Yabua raised his hand, so let's hear him on this. Yeah, Bra Yabua. Okay, I say you go on.
A minute. Sika, you let Sika go on then. I'll meet her up.
Okay,
So we have one importance of breastfeeding to mother and a child. So we go with the child. Low respiratory disorder.
come again.
Low respiratory disorder.
Doesn't they are asking for the importance? So
Yes,
you are saying it help or it solve
it's low disorder in a child.
low respiratory. Okay.
Lower, like
Lower
It lowers.
respiratory. Yes,
respiratory.
respiratory disorders.
Okay,
Yes.
disorders. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you. That's one.
Then we have asthma and allergy as
Wait, what? Okay, what in? Bratin, what in?
Yeah, it also helps the baby to fight against sickness and other diseases.
Please come again.
It also helps the baby to fight against sickness and other diseases.
Fight sickness and other diseases.
Yeah, you see,
Okay, okay.
it will
Another.
boost the baby cell and fight against chronic diseases and others.
Please, your point again.
So, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I said breastfeeding helps the baby to fight, helps the baby cell to fight against diseases.
Sicknesses or sicknesses.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Ashanti. Sister Ashanti. Okay. Uh, Brav Andrews.
Yes,
Frederick
please.
Andrews. Come with
Yes.
your point.
It says that for importance of breastfeeding to the child, is that what you are talking about?
Yeah. So we are to talk about the two, both the
The
mother
two.
and then the baby. So right now we are tackling the baby first.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let me. We are tackling the what? The baby or the mother? I'm talking
Importance
about
of
the.
The baby. The
the
baby
Yes.
importance of
first.
breastfeeding to baby.
Okay.
Mm.
So it helps to lower the type 2, the chances of the baby getting the type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
And and this was last time they were talking about it. The baby getting the type 2 diabetes. Let me say something about it.
Explain a little about that.
You see, uh, type 1 diabetes is genetical diabetes. That one you see that the person is it is in the person's bloodline, or when you go into the family's history, you see that somebody is having diabetes and the person will get diabetes. That is type 1 diabetes. But with type 2 diabetes, it is a lifestyle, the way we do things and the way we eat mainly contribute to type 2 diabetes. So if you don't resort to breastfeeding exclusively for the first 6 months, or you don't initiate breastfeeding to the baby, and you resort in giving out artificial food like the canned food and then uh, other food that are sold
So
in the
uh,
store,
so
it will.
per what you are saying, is it about the obesity as sir explained the
No,
other day?
He's
no,
talking about
I'm talking about the type 2 diabetes.
he's talking
Okay.
about diabetes, no obesity.
Yeah,
Okay.
diabetes. And with the diabetes, most of most of people suffering from diabetes are type 2 diabetes because of the way they eat. So
Okay.
as a newborn baby, you see the system is not well developed. And
Okay.
we know that the pancreas and the liver work on any sweet substance that goes into our body. That is the carbohydrate that goes into our system. So if you don't feed a child with the breast milk and you resort in giving the child canned food and other artificial food, at that
Mm.
time the organs of the baby is not yet mature to process the food and get rid of the excess sugar in the body. Therefore, it will lead to diabetes in the child, and it is a problem that is mainly recorded nowadays because of
Okay.
how things have turned.
Okay. Well explained. Thank you. Frederick, Frederick,
Yes, please.
please your point.
No, I have given the point, or I should go
Ah,
on
okay,
again.
okay. That was the old one, or the old hand that you raised. Okay, Evelyn
Yeah.
Asiedu.
Okay, so
Sister Evelyn.
Yeah.
Sister Evelyn. Your
Paco,
hand
Yes.
was raised. Okay. Are you?
Paco,
Yes.
breastfeeding also has the right nutrients for baby's development.
Okay. Okay. So now let's tackle the mother.
No, Paco,
Yes.
there's this point. It says the lack of breastfeeding or
Mm-hmm.
early wearing of infants can make the child vulnerable to attention deficiency or hyperactivity disorder. So
Okay.
if you don't breastfeed your child will suffer this deformity or disorder. And
Okay.
I'm using an old book given to me by a colleague, and they have underlined it. So it's saying that that is the last point. The way babies are breastfeed is important for realizing the benefits. Therefore, the lack of breastfeeding or early weaning of infants can make the child vulnerable to attention deficits, attention deficit or hyperactivity disorder. That is according
Okay.
to Amani et al. 2014. So therefore, an effective way to breastfeed the child, this is okay.
Okay.
So
Uh,
going forward, let's look at the effective breastfeeding method or the recommendation for effective breastfeeding. Last time, this question too was asked by the teacher. The recommended recommendation for effective breastfeeding, and let me take us through this one.
okay.
Okay, one, the maximum benefits of breastfeeding include: one, breastfeeding should start from early hours after birth. That is, as soon as you give birth, you should give the breast milk to the baby. Two, the child should be exclusively fed with breast milk in the first 6 months of his life. Exclusive breastfeeding is when the infant only receives breast milk without any additional food or drink, not even water.
So
Three, okay, come.
so that is the main reason those who deliver are giving, or they suggested to them that they should start giving breast milk to an infant at the early stage.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is
So
the effective way of breastfeeding. The steps you should follow strictly to give proper breastfeeding or effective breastfeeding uh,
so
recommendation.
as compared to the new uh, copy, is it different or it was not in it?
This was what the man was asking us to read about. So he said recommendation
Uh-huh.
for effective breastfeeding. If you can remember, at
Okay,
this
okay,
this one
okay,
we were
okay.
not able uh,
Mhm.
to read.
So
And
he's asking us to read about the recommendation.
recommendation for effective breastfeeding,
Okay.
and then the barriers to breastfeeding. That is the last portion. So
Okay.
let's go through this one and we explain it.
Okay.
Three, the child determines breastfeeding time, and anytime the child demands the breast milk, he should be breastfed. So this one is also saying that it is not the mother who will decide that I'll feed my my child 3 times a day or 4 times a day. It is the child who will determine when, as and when he wants to be fed. So as soon as the child demands for the breast milk, the mother should be giving it to the baby.
Okay.
Number four, breastfeeding should continue after 6 months along with complementary food for the child. You see, some people they have said that the breast milk, you should breastfeed your baby for the
So
six
when
months.
my brother, when you started, all of us, our mind is not on you. So right now, please you highlight all the point that you read for us. Number
Okay,
one. Mm-hmm.
I was saying that the teacher said that we should read on the recommendation for effective breastfeeding
Mm-hmm.
and also barriers to breastfeeding. So I'm talking about the effective uh, recommendation for breastfeeding. That is what I'm talking about. And number one says
Yeah.
that breastfeeding should start from the early hours after birth.
Okay.
Two, child should be exclusively fed with breast milk in the first 6 months of his life. Exclusive breastfeeding is when the infant only receives breast milk without any additional food or drink, not even water.
Okay. That's the number two.
That is number 2. This is in the book. That is page 17.
Okay.
Number
So
3. Number 3, the child should determine breastfeeding time, and any time the child demands the breast milk should be
okay,
fed.
okay. For now, he's not around, and you gave us the clue about what he asked us to read about.
Yeah, so that
So
is what we are talking about. So that,
right now, let's keep this one, or let's put it aside. Let's go over the questions so that we will stop over there. When he join us, we start over there, or we should stop
oh,
here and go over, or everybody should read and have a prior knowledge about what he asked us to read about.
and
Or
then
what?
he also talk about the barriers to breastfeeding. And I think
Okay,
discussing, since it's not on the line, discussing it will help.
okay, okay. So you started highlighting 3 points.
Yeah,
You
so I'm
highlight
going.
all of them so that you stop on the barriers.
Okay, so let's go to the barriers.
Ashanti, please wait. Sister Ashanti, Janet, okay. I say,
Oh, sorry.
uh-huh. That was, please, when you raise your hand, remember to, withdraw it back.
Okay, I hear. Thank you.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
going
Charlie, go on.
on 4.
Mm-hmm.
Breastfeeding should continue after 6 months, along with the complementary food. Number 5.
After 6 months.
Yeah, even after, you see, the first point says that you should breastfeed the child for the exclusively for
Eh,
the first 6 months of his life. And then after the first 6 months, number 4 is also saying that
mm-hmm.
breastfeeding should continue after 6 months,
Six.
along with complementary food. So it is saying that even after the
Mm-hmm.
6 months of exclusive breastfeeding, even if you add complementary food to it, you should continue to breastfeed your child, right?
Feed the child. Okay.
Yeah.
That is mixture. When you are feeding
Yeah.
the child, you should continue giving the complementary food as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 5,
So, mm-hmm.
mothers who cannot be near their children at all times for any reason can freeze their breast milk so that other family members can feed the child with the breast milk whenever the child needs to be fed. So you can squeeze the
I'm not
breast
clear
milk.
about this one. Go over it again, please.
Mothers who cannot be near their children at all
Mm-hmm.
times for any
Mm-hmm.
reason can freeze their milk so
Okay.
that other members of the family can feed the child when the child is in need of the breast milk.
Okay.
Number 6,
Okay.
do not deprive the child from breast milk as long as it is possible.
Okay.
Okay, so in as much they are saying that breast milk is very important to the child, there are
Mm-hmm.
some barriers that it makes it difficult for mothers to breastfeed uh, their children. So let's look at the barriers. In spite of the benefits of breastfeeding, there are numerous barriers to breastfeeding globally. This is not only in Ghana. You can think of any reason why mothers may not want to breastfeed their babies.
Okay.
According to these people, there are many. In 2019, identify some social and cultural factors that influence the practice of breastfeeding and exclusive breastfeeding in Tanzania. The research found that beliefs such as, so in Tanzania, these are the barriers that 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 hinder proper breastfeeding. And it says that breast milk is very light and had no odor. So the reason why some people are not giving breast milk to their children is that they are saying
So
that
so my to the group. please, as it was, they were saying that breast milk is important. What time is it necessary for us to stop giving the child breast milk?
You see, uh, breast milk, sometimes there are some mothers when they give birth 2 years intervals, all right? So
My brother, Frederick,
yep.
please wait. You pause. There's a hand up. Sister Gloria,
Yes.
do you want
Hello.
to? Yeah. You want to take it up over there?
Yeah, I want to say my mind. Yeah, what I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they said as breastfeeding should end exactly when the child is 2 years.
Is
2 years.
2 years.
Yes, please.
Okay. Why? Sister Gloria,
Yes.
you say you are saying exactly 2 years, and I'm asking why. If it continues from 2 years or consecutive years, what will happen?
Oh, it's not
Hello.
bad. It's not
It's
bad
bad
though,
after
but
2 years. After 2 years going, it is bad.
It is bad.
Because at that time the child is matured and the system, the digestive system of the child can fully process most of the food that the grown-ups are eating. So if you continue
Okay.
to breastfeed the child will oversuck the breast milk, therefore affects the mother's health, because you see breast milk is made from the nutrients that the mother will get from the food the mother will eat. So if the child is grown and he or she is still taking the breast milk from the mother, it is not doing any good to the mother. Therefore, after 2 years, health professionals are advising that it is not good to breastfeed the children. But
Okay.
then the child
Thank you.
can eat.
Okay. Thank you. I say any
Okay,
suggestion?
and I also think after 2 years, the child's digestive system is a bit matured to digest certain foods. So that's when we
That means after 2 years, the child will have teeth or premolar teeth to chew the food. So, and then come
Hello.
again. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. We can hear you, please.
Aha. I'm back.
Sir.
My network wasn't good
so
enough. You said?
Uh,
don't know what that weird.
Hello.
Thank you. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hope you
sir.
can hear me. Yeah.
We can hear you.
I had a problem with my network.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the network was very bad this today over here. I don't know why. It went off cry, so we couldn't do anything. So just now that it
Okay.
has come back.
Okay. Then you are welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So what were you people discussing?
We started discussing about the previous thing that you taught us. We are going over
Okay,
it, and what you asked us to read about, our brother highlighted them, and we are going over them.
okay, fine. Then let's move to unit 3, unit 2, since you have already discussed it. Okay.
Say we were talking. I was on barriers to uh, breastfeeding. You- I was able to discuss only one point. So if we can finish with that one, just using 2 3 minutes, then we move to the next session, please.
Or better still,
Okay.
you can go over it for us again, please.
Why is it that you don't trust what he said or what?
Not
No,
really,
no,
not
sir.
really,
But
sir.
you hammer all the point for us.
Okay, so the barriers will be at unit. That it is not. That is not the last section, right?
So it is the last, that is 3.5, page 18.
3.5. No, is it not the relationship or which unit am I?
Sir,
Am I
is it not about Unit 1, Section 3?
unit one? Is it section 3
Section,
that you are, or you are at section as the last section?
we are
Because
on
somebody is
the
also talking about.
recommendation for effective breastfeeding. That is what you ask us to go and read about.
So it means you've not even done anything about food safety.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So barriers of breastfeeding. So the whole thing is about anything that will hinder the process of breastfeeding. You say it's a barrier, like maybe a blockage. I hope you get me. So that is why there are a whole lot of things that are what. But I thought this barrier with some we look at religious things and those things. Oh, we have not done that.
No, sir.
Okay, fine, no problem. No problem. So we are looking at the barriers, and in terms of the benefits of breastfeeding, we have a lot of barriers have come into play, and you can think of a lot of reasons, but these are some of the factors that researchers have found to believe that they are part of the reason why people, in terms of breastfeeding, they face. So something like the breast milk is light and then has bad odor, which shouldn't be so, because breast milk itself, that is what shows that the person is what is uh, you are a lactating mother. And lactating mother, by all means, there must be that kind of lactating scent on you. What do you have to also do to control it is what? Is to use this maybe small Dettol, and in terms of your bathing. So if you are able to do such a thing, at least you can be able to clear the odors from you. And this is not anything that augurs well for when it comes to breastfeeding. And another one too is also has to do with uh, others to say breastfeeding may affect the mother's appearance. Oh no, it wouldn't, because you know even at least you should be able to breastfeed the child like with even 1.5 to 2 years at least, to for the child to feel that kind of motherly connection in terms of breastfeeding. So it is not true. And also another one too that said that what uh, by Chango, who said that what Chango explained to be abdominal pain that a child gets during or after breastfeeding has to be treated. So something like this, maybe sometimes the child might be having a certain peculiar something that you, the mother, you really not to take. Sometimes, as a mother, you must look at the kind of foods that you take. If you see that let me use the word, you have to be observant. There are sometimes we think, or mothers think that where they have gotten to is okay, so they eat anything at all that they like. In fact, you have to be observant in terms of the, let me use the word, whatever food that you have finished eating, and then after breastfeeding your child, you have to be observant to see whether your child reacts towards that thing or not. And that is a very thing that what you as a mother you must be able to recognize, because certain children don't like certain things, and if you don't follow them, or you don't follow the response that they give you, they will always be having problems. Some of them, they are something like beans. Some of them, some of the children, they, it's not good for them. Even some people, even plantain, ripe one, when they take it, it has effect on them. So if you are very observant as a mother, you should be able to be so observant in terms of your food that you take every now and then, in order to be able to monitor you to your what, your baby, so that if you see that no, my baby is not the kind of baby that like this type of food, then you have to change your food, or you will not take it anymore, and rather be depending on the normal ones that the baby likes. And that is one thing that you have to know. Now, another one is that there is a fear of evil eye when breastfeeding in public places. Sure, that thing, hmm. In fact, you see, as for the baby doesn't care. Whatever place that you are, the baby is feeling for the breast milk. You can't say that whether you are in public or not. You just have to give that that baby the chance to what? To breastfeed. There is nothing like the this or that. Da, 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 da. So that one too is something that you have to take care of. Then
Yeah.
yes,
So, but there are some kind of breast. We you suppose not to bring them outside. Some people are having long breast, others black breast.
Faku, faku.
So, or others are claiming that oh, as for that, they don't want their breast to come down. So at least that's why they like buying those milk for or nutrition, those nutritional decent for children or infant.
you see, and that is the problem. Now, provided you see, as soon as you have gone into that distance that okay, you want to give birth, then you should know that what, there are consequences. uh you should know that there are consequences, and then the 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 children that are coming, in fact, they have no let me use the word, they they don't care wherever you are. No, 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 they don't care. So provided you have taken the mantle upon yourself to be a mother, no matter what, that that breast that you don't want anybody to see, forget about it. The child will expose you. Either than that, the child will continue to cry and cry. That is why now we have a modern way of what, of keeping your child in a, whereby maybe you can go to work and then you will come back, and still the child will also be having that kind of breast milk. So if you don't want that thing, then simple and short, just 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 get a pumping maybe what machine, that is that we have a pumping or a sucking bottle. You suck it, then you put it down. Whenever maybe you are traveling, you make sure that what all these things are with you, so that there will not be that problem of the child is demanding for breast, and therefore you will say that because I'm in people among people, so I will not be able to bring out my breast for people to see. The child doesn't know that thing. So get a feeding bottle, make sure you fill it with the breast milk. And in fact, the breast milk too, you see, because it is proteins, it doesn't take very long time, then it tries to denature. So in terms of it to denature, then it means as you are going, you must carry some blocks and those things around, so that you will be able to what to sustain that breast milk along or anywhere that you are going. Another way of doing is that maybe you, after sucking the breast, you can put it in a bottle and then maybe you store it in a fridge, so that when you are going, you carry it along. As you carry it along, you see a time will come when the baby is trying to what to demand for the breast milk. Then you should know that, you know, the human body is having a particular temperature that is about 37 degrees Celsius, and that is also equal to the fluid that will be coming from the that will be equal to the fluid that will be also coming from the mother, which is the breast milk now. So it means as you, the mother, you are going, and then you are carrying that frozen, or let me say a very cold breast milk along. You must also carry hot water, whereby you just pour some small hot water, then put the breast milk into it, and then you'll be stirring it small time, then you just pour small on yourself to check the how warm the the breast milk is. If you see that oh, it's a little bit okay, then you try to give it to the child. So that is the best way of handling breastfeeding. I hope you get the point.
Yes, sir.
Aha. As soon as now, why is it that you are not you as a mother, you are not ashamed of not you are not ashamed of being pregnant. You are not. You are not being ashamed of being pregnant. But when it is time for the child to come out, and the child has come out, and the child is what is demanding for food, then you will say that oh, because people are around, I will not breastfeed. I will not breastfeed the child. That is wickedness. Or what do you think?
No, they are scared of not being a slave queen again.
Aha. But forget it. As soon as you start giving birth, you are not, in fact, your time has passed. Your time has passed, and you you must you must know that now things have changed. You see, that is one thing that young ladies of nowadays, like they don't pay attention to. In fact, those days when Ogon are the days, that is during our mothers and then our grandmothers their time. Who are you to say you will not breastfeed your child? You will, Papa. Sometimes even I'm telling you, our grandmothers and then our mothers, they breastfed some of us even more than 3 years, crap, and they are still breastfeeding us. True of us.
It's true.
True. Yeah,
Aha.
true.
You
Mm.
see, but we are using certain things to tie ourselves. You see, but the whole thing is no, things are changing. Things are changing. We understand. You see, those times, maybe our grandmothers, our grandfather, our mothers, they were there, fine. They were there. They were not going to work. They were inside the house. But That doesn't mean that they were also what? They were not just doing anything. At least they were going to farm with our grandfathers and those things. But during that time, when they are in a farm or something, and then the child is demanding for the breast milk, they try to give it out to the child. Now, yeah, here's the situation whereby now the whole game has changed, whereby now women are also working. We men, we are also working. So in the in the field of maybe you have gone to work and your child is crying, you have to breastfeed that child. And now, even with that one, Krampo, it is not like it's not allowed in many workplaces. As soon as your maternity leave is what is over, everybody is expecting you to come to work. True of us.
True.
True.
Exactly. So as soon as either you get a nanny, somebody who will be taking care of the child for you, or whatever way that you are going to what to 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 let somebody to take care of this baby, that is what we are looking for. So if because of, let's say, because of work pressure, and because of that you don't want to be breastfeeding your child and those things, then you also have to develop what technology in a way of helping you yourself, like what we have discussed. Pump the breast milk into the fridge. So anywhere that you are going, you carry it along, and then the child will what will be able to depend on it. It doesn't matter where and when. If you don't take care, some children, they can disgrace you in public. You yourself, you will never forget it in your life. The mothers over here, have you had a child before who has disgraced you in public because he was trying to demand for breast milk, and then you are also trying to deny that baby the breast milk? Yes, talk. Let's hear you.
Say yes, so
Aha. What happened?
say like we are discussing
Story,
now. We were
story.
in a car.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I wanted us to get home before giving the breast
Mm-hmm.
milk. And this child
Mm-hmm.
was crying,
Mm-hmm.
screaming, and they were asking me, woman, are you sure this child is your child?
It's
Why are
yours.
you denying?
Aha.
I was embarrassed, and then I have to
Mm-hmm.
bring out this breast and give it to the child before I was okay. So they
Mm-hmm.
were like, are you sure this child is yours? And I said, yes, we are almost home. So I wanted us to get to the house, wash my hand, and then give her the breast milk. So it was very embarrassing, say. So
In
like you
fact,
are saying,
maybe you were even lucky that you didn't get what old women in the car. They would insult you.
yes, yes.
Now you these 21st children, now 21st ladies, you people, a child is demanding for this, you are not what, you are not paying attention, they will insult you, papa, papa, papa. The way they will, you yourself, the kind of disgrace that you will even leave the place where you are, crap, nobody will even tell you not. But so those are some of the things. Okay, then there's a need of pauses in also breastfeeding after the child has bumped on the breast. Let me come back again. There is a need of pauses in breastfeeding after the child has bumped on the breast and become barrier to the breastfeeding. That one too, in fact, it is not anything that was can you can use that one as a barrier, and because of that, you will not give the child the breast that child deserves. Now, with the nutrition, so it means today we'll not be able to move to unit 2. Okay, let's go. So nutrition. So the year 2, have you read about this one? Nutrition. Nutrition and the preschooler. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Have you read
Uh,
about the nutrition and the preschooler?
yes, sir.
So should we go for it?
Yes, sir.
Or you still want us to talk about that one too? Which is which?
For the nutrition, you can leave it aside, but the Nicola, I want maybe if you can figure some one or two key points for us, then to proceed.
Which one?
Preschooler.
The preschooler. When we say somebody is a preschooler, what comes into your mind? Uh-huh. A preschooler. Who is a preschooler? Yes. Or you can talk.
The children
You have to go
who
to
are
school.
in the basic school.
Come again.
The children who are not in the basic school, because the basic school starts from the KG1 to the SHS1. So the children below the school going in for the basic school.
Okay. But actually, you have to be specific. Okay. When we talk of preschoolers, we are looking about from 3 to 5 years. They are preschoolers. Okay. They are the children in the nursery or kindergarten. So now that there's that kind of rapid growth in that language acquisition, social, emotional, that mental skill. So it's like now that they are trying to develop their way out in terms of languages. I hope you get it. So those are the words, the preschoolers. You see, some of the characteristics being like, oh, they are very curious. They love asking questions. They learn best through play, through songs, through stories, through pictures. They develop basic skills through counting, colors, shape, letters. Those are the reasons that we say that is the preschooler. Between you see uh, between 2 to 5 years, those are the things that they like. They want to play with songs, with stories, with pictures, basic skills that they want to what identification of colors. Oh, this is purple, this is so. If you have children at that age, you see that they will come, they'll ask, mommy, daddy, why is this thing like this? They like to ask questions. Then they will come. Me, I want to go to school with a a purple, maybe, or maybe a purple bowl. Or you've not experienced such a thing before. The mothers, having to experience such a thing before, that what your child does at those that age, they will come, they'll say that, oh, today, can you maybe I want a what, I want maybe a toffee, maybe the green toffee. I want maybe what, the green spoon. Give me the green bowl. Having to
Yes.
explain those things.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. You see the whole thing. So, like that is the preschoolers. They are now, they want to play with something like songs, stories. So that is why children at that time, they like cartoons. When they start to watch cartoons and then they play with those kind of colors and those things, you see, that is their stage. That is their stage. Okay. With that, we call it a play-based learning. Repetitions, those routine and those things like visual aids, hands-on activities. So they will be doing those things. And in fact, it helps them a lot. Okay. Because it helps them because it builds a strong foundation for their reading, for their writing, for their numeracy. Okay. It's also what it's easily what it's helped them to adjust easily to the formal schooling. So you see, at that time, let's say now that they are going to school, so like there must be something that must interest them, so that they will adjust to the schooling itself. That they said, okay, now they are into schooling. You see, there must be something that must entice them. There must be something that must motivate them. There must be something that must push them into the schooling period. So pre means before schooling. So before the schooling itself, are those things that we are talking about, the nursery, that is the nursery side or the kindergarten side. I hope it is clear now. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Uh-huh. So what about the food safety? What about the concept of food safety? What about that one too? Yes, Aposa. Aposa, you can talk. Unmute and talk. Oh, you brought your hand down again. But I want a response. Have you read about the food safety? Yes, Mr. Edu Batin, unmute and talk.
So, food safety is about how we handle food, like keeping it away from dirt to make the food healthy to help our health.
What are the things that make food to go bad?
Like have coming in contact with dirt and not storing them properly.
So, what do you do to keep your food safety?
For instance, maybe you are about to eat and maybe you are going to wash your hand. You need to maybe cover up the food to prevent maybe insects unsettling on your food.
You see, we have something we called hygiene.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have that is cleanliness. Okay. When you talk of hygiene, it's about cleanliness. Somebody will say that what next to God is also what next to God
Next
Cleanliness
to
is next to
godliness.
godliness.
is what?
Next to
Cleanliness
godliness.
is next to godliness.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
you must be what? You must be clean. And
Clean.
yes, and that is hygiene. Okay. Clean to prevent anything like whether through bodily this and still you must what? You must maintain a clean surrounding. You must maintain clean food. Everything that you handle must be clean. Now, we have types of hygiene, and we have personal hygiene, food hygiene. Then we also have what? That's be what? Be community hygiene. Now, or domestic, the food one or the domestic. In fact, this is it's very, 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 very important, because if you don't handle your food well, a whole lot of things are going to be you are going to have problems. You see, you have some people, the food they will not even wash it well, and then they will cook it like that. Your food too, you are finished cooking it. Instead of you to cover it, you leave it like that. Flies will land on it. And if the flies are carrying certain germs, they will dump the germs on the food. You eat those what? you suffer from cholera. So you see how the thing is playing. Now, when it comes to food hygiene or domestic hygiene, it is not only about the food, it's even the things that the utensils that you even use to handle the food is even another problem. Because if you don't use, let's say your utensils, you don't wash them, you don't clean them, and then you use them, then it means you are in fact you are helping yourself to get sick. So that is why when you come to food hygiene, we look at safe handling, safe preparation, safe cooking, and safe storage of food. Why are you doing this thing? You are doing this thing to prevent contamination and foodborne diseases. So some of the principles of of food hygiene, we look at something like hand wash. Hand wash is one thing. You see, some people, even when they are cooking, for example, they don't even wash their hands before they start to cook. But you have passed some places. Maybe you went to the market, you shake people, you touch the money that has been moved from one person to the other. So at least when you are coming to cook, the first thing that you are supposed to do is to wash your hand, wash with soap before handling the food. Use clean water. Use clean water. Utensils that you are going to use must also be clean. Your cooking surface must be clean. In fact, this thing is very important. People are getting typhoid and the rest because of the water that they use. So take note of this thing. And sometimes people will start going to the hospitals presenting themselves with symptoms similar to malaria. If you don't take care, and those maybe you go and meet a certain doctor who always, when somebody said that, oh, my head is aching me, the person is feeling feverish or fever has set in, and those things, the doctor will say, oh, then it is malaria. If you don't take care, by the time it will you realize that what you are suffering from is not malaria, then it has become too late, because they will continue to treat you with malaria drug. Meanwhile, too, you see that you are not recovering. Malaria, at least when you start treating first, second day, and then it is not working, you see that no, that is not malaria. You see, so water is very, 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 very important, and in terms of the food treating. Also, another one is our fruits and vegetables. In fact, sometimes, especially those selling at the roadsides and those things, sometimes it is only God that is protecting us, because you don't know how they try to handle those leaves and then that they cut to come and sell for us. Some of them, they don't even wash them. They don't wash them properly. You see, the fruits that sometimes they sell to us, sometimes it is only God that is helping us. In fact, some of them, they don't even wash them properly. We too, you just go, you buy a fruit like, let me say, apple or this thing. You don't wash it in front of people now, back, then we start eating. So that is one thing too about the food. It must be washed and washed thoroughly. And then also cooking of the food. The food must be cooked well. The food must be cooked well. Especially the meats, the fish, the eggs. Now, you see, a certain food like pork, if you don't know how to cook pork very well, then you are likely to get tapeworms in your stomach, because the tapeworm, they try to because pigs like muddy places, and that is where tapeworm also what they also play over there. So as a result, they also get into the pig. Then they go and hide in that those they are then the nerves. Then they will be there. Then after killing it, because of how we love it, we don't also what prepare it very well. If you don't give the food the necessary time that is supposed to take to cook well, then it means you are inviting problems to yourself. Some people, our usual people, things that they say that oh, now what about the goats and then the sheep that are eating the raw ones? And if this one has been a little bit cooker, why not? You should be asking yourself that. Okay, then if you are also saying why not, then uh, 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 then if not will also come before the why not will also come. Then another one too is also covering of food. Your food must be covered. And then you see, sometimes you can prepare the food very nice and those things, but the covering of it, that is the final stage. If you don't treat it well, then it's like you have come back to square zero. So as somebody, as a cook, you must be able to have those kind of napkins and things around, so that after you finish preparing the food, you must cover it. You shouldn't allow any house flies to come into contact with the kind of food that what you have also what prepared. And even the food, even another one is also how to store the food. Store food properly. Now, sometimes if you have cooked and you don't store it properly, and you see, almost if you don't keep your surroundings also clean, and then you get what visitors uh, like cockroach, because you have not properly store your food. The cockroaches will also come and play on it, and you wouldn't know. You also come and then you come and take, and then what? Because you don't cover it, and because you don't store it properly too, you go and eat and even give it to your children, or maybe your colleagues or this, and in fact, you all fall sick. Another way is also avoiding spoiled or expired food. Please be careful of when it is getting to seasons, something like what uh, Christmas festivities, when it is coming to uh, Easter festivities. Those are the times that cheap things try to flow on the market. Most of them, they are getting to their expiring dates. Most of them, they are even what they have even expired, even dormant. Then they will come and even what pour it on the ground. Don't go me or don't go me. Please be careful. From today onwards, anything that you are going to buy, check of the manufacturing dates and then the expiring dates. Either than that, you eat foods that are spots, and it can lead to what is known as what food poisoning. So some of the importance of this of food hygiene is: one, to prevent food poisoning, to protect the children and then the vulnerable people, and then to maintain good health and nutrition. The best of all is to prevent or to reduce the spread of germs and infection. So please take note. When it comes to the preschoolers, you tell them to wash their hands before eating. That is, for them, they don't know how to cook. So you tell them that what anytime that you are coming to eat, wash your hands before eating. eat only clean, well-cooked food. So you tell them. If you don't take care, sometimes some of them, if they are so inquisitive, they will try to smell the food when you give. Anytime somebody give food to them, they'll try to smell the food. Just that they want to see whether what the food is well cooked or not. Then you tell them not to eat food from the floor, because at that time now they are growing. So whatever thing that you teach them, they will pick it up. Don't eat on the floor. Don't pick any food that has fallen down on the floor. Use clean plates and spoons. So you see that they'll try to learn from it. Then you tell them anytime a food is there that you are not going to eat, cover it. So you see that if the food is there and then they are not going to eat, they are going to cover it. Have you all understood this one? Hello? Have you all understood it?
Yes, please.
Okay. What about the concept of baking? Concept of baking, that is the process of cooking by dry heat. When you are using dry heat, especially in a special kind of oven. Uh-huh. Okay. You see, when it comes to the baking, the advantages of baking activities to a child. Now, through these activities, children learn how to some of the cooking activities. That is, you are talking about how baking with your learners can be a benefit to them and those things. Now, they will be able to know the types of food, how to prepare them, the eating methods, and whether they are most applicable to their own or not. And if they are colleagues, also it has become a culture for them. Also, they also know how to work hygienically with food. So sometimes, let me use it in a way that, okay, you are cooking, the children are around. Don't leave them sometimes to be playing too much. Sometimes call them, send them. Can you bring me this thing? And you see that all the time, they will be around. They will be around. So that is it when it comes to like cooking of food. And with the baking for, let's say, 3 to 4 year old group, what we say is that it can be problematic because children at this age group are still too young to measure accurately. So by the end of the whole thing, either you are giving them maybe the Marie biscuits or sweets for baking, or you do the mixing ourselves. Okay, so these children need this to feel in control and also an independent and participating in the mixing and the baking that is going on, because they will take cooking to be something like a fun or a way of making them feel that they can do things on their own. And what we need to do is to simply simplify the ingredients in such a way that, like, you basically have two different ingredients that need them to mix them together. So when you give them that opportunity and they themselves they try to do that, then you see that they themselves, they will be happy with what they are doing. Now, so let's say a child that is maybe in the schooling age, and then you are trying to put that child how to bake, although you are going to what? You are going to suffer. Uh, how much more those that they are in the kindergarten? It is not an easy thing to do, but you can also try your hands on to see. Then sensory experiences and language enrichment. Now, one of the advantages of baking activities is that it provides for a lot of sensory experiences and then language enrichment, specifically in terms of acquisition of new vocabulary. Now, uh, it is it is probably an activity that involves most, if not all, the senses. So you give the children the chance to describe their own experiences, sometimes clearly, and then you allow them to verbalize it. Now, you let them list some few basic examples of sensory experiences to which the children's attention should be drawn to. So while you are doing this thing, then you try to correct the words that they should be used. Oh no, don't say this, say that. Oh, that is not how it was. We say it. So example, when it comes to the colors of the ingredient like this, then you said maybe visual, the sight, what they are supposed to see. And they say, oh, this is flour, this is egg. What happens when you combine egg and flour? Then what does a stiff butter look like? So then you try to teach them. So you give them flour, you give them the egg, ask them to mix it, and then you all see. Then when it comes to the capacity, okay, what does 500 gram of flour look like compared to 500 gram of margarine? So they themselves, you have already weighed those things down for them. They have seen it, and when you ask them, by weighing the two, they will be able to tell you at least. And then when the speech is coming, then you correct them. You see that uh, they'll try to be giving out their own expression, but you see that the vocabs are not coming. So in through this, you try to help them with the vocabs small, small, and then you see that they will pick. Consistency, that is about the flour when it comes to the visual example. That okay, they see this thing, they know that it is flour. They see this thing, they know that it is sugar. They know that this thing is also salt. Same color, but they do, but do they look alike? So you see flour is what? Flour is white. Sugar, they see them at white. Salt, white. So you see those things, they are all white, same color. But actually, do they look alike? No. The whole thing is that is no. Although they are white, they are all white in color, but actually no, they don't look alike. Then they change. So you see raw butter sometimes, most of the time, changes into sponge, a sponge cake. Then the raw egg would turn into scrambled, boiled, fried egg. That is in terms of after cooking. After cooking, whether you fry it or you boil it or you bake it, you see that what? It will change to those kind of scrambled things, like boiled, like as if it has been fried. So that is how what it looks like. Then when it comes to corn like this, let's say a popcorn, and then you get the what? A popcorn machine. You put the maize inside. You see that it will blow it up, and then you see now it has become a popcorn. So pop. So they will be able to differentiate between, okay, this is the corn itself, and then when you put it into a machine, it will be it will pop up. and that is what is called the popcorn. Then with the auditory one, auditory means like sound, like to hear. So you see that there will be those kind of words, hearing of kitchen sounds, something like pouring, beating, stirring, pot, pan, cutlery, hand beater, electric beater, the boiling kettle. So all these things they are learning. Oh, go and bring me the cutlery set. Oh, go and can you come and stir these things for me? So inside the kitchen, oh, they are learning. Okay, stir it, do it like this. So the doing sound, that is something like, oh, crashing the cornflakes. You crash the biscuits. You chop the lettuce. You pop the corn to become the popcorn that what we are talking about. So those are the words, the sounds that they try to learn if they are in the kitchen. Then we have the tactile, that is the touch, that is comparing the texture of icing sugar, that is the flour, the rubbing of the butter, the change in the flour, and what fat is added. The kneading of the dough. Also, they try to differentiate between the liquids and then the solids. So those are things that what they are using their senses to be able to differentiate. When it comes to the olfactory, that is the smell, that they recognize the smell of those ingredients that you are using in the kitchen. So something like the onion, the lemon, all of them, they have their different what smells. And comparing the smells before and after cooking process, and they being able to what to to give the differences after maybe the cooking, whether baking or frying or any other method of cooking. Then now you let them taste it. Since you have involved them, you must let them to taste it. So after tasting it, then ask them, oh, is it sweet? Which one is the sweetest? Is it sweet or it is savory? Then you try to draw help them to draw the conclusions. So do raw things taste different when they cook it? So they are learning something from it. They'll tell you that, oh yes. Or those that will express their mind of what they will tell you what they think it is. Do taste of ingredients change when mixed? So all these things they try to what to tell you their experience. So you see that we are using our senses over here: the taste, the smell, the touch, the sound, and then the sights. So which we have the sense organs, and the sense organs we have the what we have the the skin, the eye, the ear, the so the skin, the eye, the ear, the nose, and then the last one is the tongue for taste. So we are using all these senses. When it comes to mathematics and science experiments that they do these activities, do you think that uh, before doing baking and making activities, it is often effective to do a related science activity and making the experiment related to environment of the child. So example, you can do like, oh, boiling an egg can be followed by making maybe eggs sandwiches. Then science experiments can often link with the baking activities with most effective. Now, this will mean that the science experiment is of more valuable than or is of more value than when done out of context. For example, an egg in the cooking process, or the magic of baking powder or yeast. So baking and making activities can provide wealth of experience, which also be most effectively used to reinforce mathematical concepts of the child. So you encourage the child to or children to use the correct vocabulary during these activities. Children can learn to use science concepts such as cause and effect, change, etc. Similarly, children can also be encouraged to use these mathematical concepts such as, group distance. So grouping, matching, measure maybe this thing for me. So they will learn to measuring number, in fact, number of concepts, size, shape, and a whole lot. So this thing will add their interest in terms of schooling. Now, looking at safety in the early childhood learning environment, we want to look at the meaning of learning environment. What is a learning environment? Now, learning environment is a space allocated for learning and teaching, so for which proper attention needs to be given to. So any space that is allocated for learning and teaching is a learning environment. And the quality of learning environment has to be found to have impact on the child, the learning and the development, interaction, intellectual activity, and friendship. So you see, that is why the learning environment is very, very important, because the impact on the child's growth, the learning, the development, the interaction, and the intellectual activity, and also even what friendship. A learning environment can be described as positive. And what do you mean by it? Oh, it is positive. It is positive if it makes the learner feel a sense of belonging, a sense of trust in others, feel encouraged to handle challenges. Like the child can take a risk. The child can ask questions that nobody like will be forcing her or him to ask such a question. That is what we are talking about. So the learning environment must be made positive to the learner so that the child will feel belonging. The child must have trust in others, must feel encouraged to handle challenges. The child must be able to take risks and even ask some questions that it's mind-boggling. That is how a learning environment should be. It should be positive. Now, because why must it be what? Positive. It is because safe, nurturing, and responsive environments do not only support the learning and development of a child, but it's also key for preventing challenging behaviors and also serve as an important component of interventions for infants and young children that are coming up with identified disabilities. So that is why the 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 environment must be positive for a learner. Now, there are three types of learning environments. We have the physical learning environment, we
Hello,
have
sir.
social learning environment, yes.
Sir, please, some of us, we have our next lecture.
Oh, okay. Is it possible we can schedule another one?
Sir, we have to discuss as a group. Then we call you to inform you, please.
All right, all right, all right. So discuss it and then let's organize one be so that we should be able to cover enough. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
All right. So if anything to you can get into contact with me. Then we see the best way to handle it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, Madam Gloria Hilda. Who is talking? Is it Gloria or
Sir, this is Gideon.
okay Gideon? Yes.
Uh, the day and the time must be suggested by you on
The
the
days
WhatsApp
and the
platform.
time.
You have to propose a date and time for us to agree on it.
Ah, then I'm not on a WhatsApp platform. Oh.
Oh, really?
Isaac, is Isaac here?
No.
Isaac, are you around?
No, Isaac is not here.
Okay, then please inform him to add me to the page.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Aha. So add me to the page and let's look at the day. The day I'm hoping it to be like either Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I think Tuesday will be okay by me.
So
Why,
please, we
sir?
already
Why
have
I am?
some class on
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Why I am saying it? Most of the lecturers are proposing those weekdays, so we don't know which one is preferable by you.
So so I
Mm,
think I think we will just vote on the platform because we have class on Monday, we have class on Tuesday, and we are
mm-hmm.
scheduling a class also. Uh, Already we have a class being pending on Friday. So I think we will
What
just
about
vote for
Thursday?
the remaining days. That's Wednesday and then Thursday. But I learned other courses also have classes on those days. But unless we have a detailed discussion on the platform before we can confirm that.
Okay, then
So
maybe
we'll use
let's
the
look at it.
WhatsApp platform to do that. Yeah.
Propose Thursday for them. Let's see.
Okay.
Maybe Thursday. Maybe
Please,
propose Thursday if we can do it. Even if it is maybe 1 hour, big crap. Maybe 4 to 5 crap. I'm okay.
4 to 5 people will still be at work. That's why I said we should have a discussion on the platform. Then the day that we will choose will be favorable for everyone. Then with that there will be no complaints on others.
Okay, okay. But I'll be happy if you propose the Thursday for them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Gloria, do you want to speak? Your handler has been absent since.
yeah, yes.
Okay, what is the problem?
I said, please, if it's Thursday, then let's say 5 to 6. Because even Thursday, some of us are having class from 7 to 9.
Okay, no problem. So 5 to 6. Fine. So then you can propose it on the platform and then we see. 5 to 6.
Okay, sir. We'll do that.
Okay. All right. Okay, then since you are having another class, then maybe uh, in the absence of further deliberations, can we now maybe if hopefully then we are joined to Thursday 5 to 6. Any seconder.
Seconded,
Okay,
sir.
second.
Mm.
All right. So
Mm.
please inform Isaac or anybody who is maybe how do you call it an administrator on the page to add me, okay, so that I can also monitor what is going on.
Eh,
Okay. Please, sir, please do you have this thing, the PDF form of the online timetable?
Yes, I
The
have it.
WhatsApp link the WhatsApp link is there. But just that when you copy it from there, it's no longer works because it's being made in a robotic form. So
Mm. It's no longer working. Is that what you are saying? Then how do you join? If
it's
it's
working. The one on the this in the PDF document, the online PDF timetable,
uh
the one there is working. So when you click on the WhatsApp link over there, it can direct you to the WhatsApp group. Then you only join from there.
Can you send it to me?
Okay.
Yep. All right. Anything again?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, then we call it a day. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.